Say something.
The numbers are rolling.
Hey!
You don't even know that. I actually almost cursed, and then I felt weird being broadcasted into a baseball stadium and cursing. So maybe this will be a PG-rated episode.
That's bullshit.
No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Half-Hour Happy Hour with Alison and Alex. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip, and for the next almost hour...
That's
We're
like
gonna
60
fill it.
minutes.
I know. Alex and I are going to talk about things we kind of find are interesting. But why is this episode almost an hour when it's called the Half-Hour Happy Hour?
And why does it sound like we're swimming with dolphins?
Because we are at Comic-Con.
We're at Comic-Con.
Woo! And if you couldn't tell from that reaction, we have an audience in front of us.
That's true.
It's
We are, and by the
amazing.
way, with us as always is lovely and talented Tom Krajewski.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey.
You guys, for those of you who are a
That's
fan of the podcast, this is Tom. You've
That's
never
what I
seen
look
Tom. This is Tom.
This is Tom.
Math guys
this is
clapped.
his
All right,
face.
we got a few fans.
This is the
Thank
guy
you.
we found on the street, and we
Yeah.
were like, hey, can you just come push a button
I have
for
a face
us
for
so we can make a
podcasts.
podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, this is amazing to see all these faces out here. I know if you're listening to this at home, you can't see their faces, but we have a lot of fans that
We
actually
have the
came out
most
to this.
gorgeous fans probably
Yeah,
at any
most
Comic-Con
definitely.
event.
Yes.
By the way,
Beautiful audience.
also, you may be looking at this at home because
it's also on
unbeknownst to
video.
us, they are recording this on our lovely video screens.
Video screens?
That's a video camera, Tom.
What?
What?
Thanks for telling me. I would have, dressed up.
I know,
Or
poor
something.
Tom. He was like,
I didn't know.
hey, how recently did you know that we were going to be recorded on video?
Yeah,
and I was
like,
like, I don't
we
know, a couple
found
days.
I didn't put my makeup
20
on.
minutes
guys.
ago?
Yeah, and he was like, would you just give me a heads up? I would have worn a nice shirt. And by the way, that's
This is
a nice
actually my
shirt.
nicest shirt
That is
anyways,
a nice
but-
It's a
shirt.
lovely shirt.
I have a
Is it one
blacker
of the
one.
12 that Alex
Yes,
bought off of
exactly.
Amazon or whatever that was?
Yeah, exactly. And
I
by the
know.
way, I was going to say,
What were you going to say?
I think that's the shirt you've worn on every episode of the Half-Hour Happy Hour, right?
To be fair, I don't think I've ever seen you wear anything else.
It works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it totally
Oh, thank
works.
you.
It does work.
For your bulging biceps because you eat so
you
healthy
noticed.
and work
Oh,
out.
thank
That's what That's
Hope
what
you're getting
happens.
your calories in. By the way, I love that you just have an entire bottle of wine in front of you.
That one's for me. You can't touch it.
No,
So
this is great
guys, this
because-
is proof that we actually do drink while
Yes.
we do this podcast.
And also, it'll
Yeah,
be
you
proof
need
that
proof.
by the end of this hour-ish,
This whole
that
bottle
will be gone
by
Yeah.
me.
by Tom.
because this
Yeah.
is how Tom gets his calories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Jen, his wife,
Hey.
makes him eat 2
Hey,
L. Which,
guys.
by the way, that's Jen over
Jen.
there, you guys.
That's my
wife.
wife, Jen Miro.
What's up? She's like, why am I
Isn't
sitting here?
Isn't it so awesome to see that we don't make anything up? That this is all true. You didn't bring stuff from your garage.
Was I supposed to
Oh.
bring stuff from my
you were gonna
garage?
bring stuff from the garage. See, the super fan over there remembers.
Was I going to do that? What was
Yeah.
I going to bring?
But okay.
Oh, Crazy Dead Baby!
Yeah, crazy dead baby.
Yeah, the
from
crazy
your
baby
garage.
face. I
And
should've
maybe like
brought
your
her.
tapes of you have like Madonna tapes.
Those
and
are
things
not
like
mine.
Who doesn't
Those are
have
my
Madonna
wife's. But
tapes,
yes,
yeah.
they are Madonna
Whatever.
tapes.
How's your-
Comic-Con, guys.
Yeah.
Comic-Con. It's happening.
Is that where we
It's
are?
totally happening.
I love that
You guys,
fans showed up.
Yesterday, I had this is my 8th Comic-Con, and I think I had one of my greatest Comic-Con highlights.
Ooh, that's ballsy.
I was on the Con Man panel in Hall H.
Oh my God, how was it?
It was amazing. 7,000 people were there.
Wow.
The fans were incredible. Some woman came dressed as Alan in Spectre in Con Man, which there's
What?
been one picture of him in that outfit released, and she made this entire costume.
Dude.
It was amazing.
It's goddamn Comic-Con, man.
Chris Hardwick moderated it, and he got us and the whole audience singing Stand By Me, much to Will Wheaton's chagrin.
Was Will there?
Oh, yeah, Will was on the
Oh,
panel.
God.
And then the most amazing part, at the end of our panel, our 2 special effects guys were
Yeah.
also on the panel.
Yeah.
Alan got them up to thank them and pulled them to the front of the stage. And these 2 guys, not only are they work partners, but they're also life partners.
Oh.
And they got engaged at the end of their panel. I know.
Wow.
It was amazing. None of us knew that it was happening. All of us were crying. It was I don't know how a panel can top what
No,
happened.
I don't think
and
so.
I'm so incredibly honored to be.
And by the way,
to have been a
that
part
is
of it.
that is the social equivalent of the live work lofts, right? We live
Yes.
together, we work together, and now we're engaged.
Yes, and now we're engaged. I know. So that was incredible. That's probably
How was it being in Hall H? I feel like that's going to be weird.
Oh.
Hall H is like the massive.
7,000?
was-
It's like 7,000 people.
Yes. Well, not only is it 7,000 people, but I was sort of realizing that I was up there, and it's like Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk and Will Wheaton and
Never heard of
Felicia
him.
Day and
Don't
Seth
know.
Green. And I'm like, what am I doing on this panel?
You're
It
like,
was-
sorry, everybody, I'll just go ahead and leave.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah,
bye.
yeah.
And then I actually answered some questions, and I was like, oh, I'm talking on this panel.
You're like, I'm sorry, I'll take this, Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
When we were doing Firefly, it's like, who's this chick? Who cares?
You guys, I'm totally big time now.
You're like,
Yeah.
seriously, I'm super popular at Firefly.
Super popular
at Firefly.
Okay, we have to do a shout out because this guy over
Yes!
here
Yeah.
brought a
You
sign.
gotta bring the
Do you
sign
have
out.
it? Oh, you folded it up and put it in your pocket?
This is
Come on,
amazing.
man, this is your moment. I'm super
Look.
popular at math. Yes, this is-
Thank you. A
Wait,
smattering
come
of
over here so
applause.
we can get
That
it on
is pretty
camera.
awesome.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, we'll step right in front of that camera.
Okay,
There they
so
go.
not only does he have an I'm super popular at math sign,
Yes.
he's also the Japan guy.
He's the Japan.
He was the guy on the
Fukushima airplane
plane.
guy.
And the plane couldn't land because the earthquake hit and
The earthquake.
shit blew up. And he had to stay on a plane and go back and land somewhere else. So
We're glad you're alive.
He's an American hero.
He's an
think it's-
American hero.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome that you guys get to see us actually do this in real life, but I think it's kind of awesome that we get to see you
I
guys
know.
in real life.
I
It's
know.
like,
It's crazy.
Oh, you exist.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. What's
exist.
your name? Brian. It's Brian the Japan guy.
And we
I
got
love
Mike
it.
over there. Mike,
Where's my
big fan Mike.
Mike
Yes.
showed up.
super fan.
Love it.
This is
This is great,
amazing.
man.
This whole
By the
place
way,
is awesome.
Sean, who also listens, he's
Oh.
from Hawaii. He brought me not just brownies, chocolate-covered brownies.
What?
Like, they took
Wow.
brownies
That's
and made them
legal?
even more awesome.
That feels like it should be
Yeah.
illegal.
They're like, brownies are pretty great to begin with, but you know what's going to make them even better?
By the
Dip
way,
them in the stuff they're made of.
dip them in the stuff they're made of. It's brownie-covered brownies. Mind blown. There's
love
more brownie?
Okay, so normally we read fan emails from you guys.
Very
but
concise, very
I-
concise.
Right. Guys, we all know how well I talk.
Yeah, you're super popular at math.
I'm super popular at math. And
Innocence is best,
Yes.
yeah.
Innocence is best.
But I thought instead of reading fan emails this time, we should actually just talk to the fans
I totally
in the
agree.
audience. So if you guys, look, we already have a question.
Good.
Sweet.
Come on.
You have
Come
to
on
come
up
over
here,
here because
buddy.
we don't have mics to pass around.
I know. Let's see what we got.
Okay, what's your name and what is your question?
My name is Christos. My question is, remember back in the day when porn parodies had hilarious names like Da Vinci's Load? Now everything's just Avengers XXX, Pirates XXX. What do you think of that? Remember it used to be hilarious?
You mean they stopped getting creative with porn titles? Yeah, what's up with that, guys?
Wait, what?
They stopped getting creative with porn titles.
Yeah.
There's no Harry
there's
Boner.
There's no ending
Yeah.
to creative porn titles.
Well,
By
but
the
he's
way,
saying
I
that
feel-
now it's all just like XXX. And how
First
do we
off, I
feel
blame
about
the
that?
internet.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and blame the internet.
Damn you,
Because
internet.
you're no longer looking through shelves and going like, Star Trek in my erection. That does sound good. I like the movie. The other thing is, you get that moment where you're like, well, I did like the actual movie. And I'm sure they're going to be pretty close to the plot lines.
Yeah.
So it's basically like seeing the actual movie that I love with boobs and
I'm trying to think of more
screwing.
Star Trek porn names, like Star Trek II, The Wrath of Cunt.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
You just went straight for it. I
Wrath
love
of,
that this podcast started with her going, I guess I'm not going to
ago.
curse.
Wrath of
And she was
Cock
like,
would've
I'm
made
going to go
one.
I've had
right
3
in.
sips of wine. The game has changed. All
This is a
right.
different Alison Haislip.
By the way, this is
started this.
absolutely herring the dog right now. Last night.
But that's not what that statement means.
Yes, it
Airing
is.
the dog?
You don't. It's not you put hair back on the dog
Airing the-
because you got so drunk that all the hair fell off the dog.
You just came back from Ireland. You should know the drinking
You're not like
terms.
taping hair back on a bald
How
dog.
would you verb that phrase then?
You'd
Hair
say
the dog?
hair of the
This is
dog.
absolutely.
It's not herring the dog,
That's a
which, by the
fish
way,
dog.
is probably
Herring
a great
dog.
porn title.
Herring the-
Yeah, you're like, I'd watch Herring the Dog,
I'm crying.
based on the Marmaduke series. It's that weird
What the hell
Marmaduke
happened to
fan
Marmaduke?
fiction.
Where has he been?
He got really drunk and all his hair fell out.
Damn it. Anyway, last night I was like, Thursday night's going to be my chill night at Comic-Con because I always
Yeah, that's a
go
thing.
for it Friday and Saturday. Didn't happen. Vodka
Herring
soda
the
got in my
dog.
way. Herring the dog.
He's starting.
We have a
This
new
is it.
one.
He's starting. It's a new
Dude,
one.
Brian is on it. Next Comic-Con, we're going to have shirts.
I just want to see that shirt of like a dog that's like totally hungover, completely hairless, and some bartender hands him a cup of hair, and he's like pouring it on
some
himself.
duct tape. to get on. All right, do we have any other questions out there? Or do you just want to stare at us and make weird things? It's
Moving
totally-
on.
Staring is perfect.
End of that
Totally
conversation.
okay.
Staring is perfectly fine. Well, we do.
absolutely
I mean,
fine.
I know this is a podcast, but we actually do. Last night, I did look up a couple stories that
Thank
I
God,
thought
because
might
I never
be
do that,
enjoyable.
obviously. I was drinking.
And by the way, yes, this is my giant iPhone
Yeah, it
6
is.
Plus.
Yeah, it is.
Because I was like, I'm not going to bring my laptop. Why do I need my laptop at Comic-Con? And then I was like, oh, no, we're doing a podcast.
We're doing it. Wait, work.
So first off, all right,
All right,
we
what's
just
our
got to
story?
talk about this. This is just more one of those like wah
Wait,
wah
no,
moments.
I know what we have to talk about first.
I
Sorry.
love it.
Segue.
No, that's called BID.
BID.
But
Hashtag BID.
But I digress.
thank you.
The giant mech war is happening.
Yeah.
I know.
We talked about it last week.
And then it got announced on Tuesday.
It's happening.
I
So
know.
they're
Japan
mad.
MES.
Basically like FIFA for metal
Yes.
robots
Yes,
fighting.
but without all the scandal and Qatar.
And without
getting
the boring
bid.
No,
soccer.
there, you
yeah.
better believe there's some weird machinations behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Some
This is like where the
bullshit.
Illuminati comes out and they're like, this is what we've been planning for
Yes.
the whole time.
Japan was like, we will pay for a win.
Yes.
We are actually,
but
by the
yeah.
way, this is the plot for the Gung Ho remake. Did you guys remember
The
Gung Ho?
Oh my
yeah.
Which is, by the way, hysterical comedy from the 80s.
I think that's
Was
one
that
of
the
those movies I've never actually watched all the way through.
Oh
I've
my
just
God.
Seen, like,
That was a
bits of it here
prequel
and
to
there.
Mr. Mom or a sequel to Mr. Mom?
I think it was just in the same universe.
It was just Michael Keaton.
But how crazy would that be if there's like a Gung Ho where it's like two mech companies are like, now the Japan, they're just better at making mechs.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're not going to let this Detroit mech plant go out of business. We're going to make it happen.
Poor Detroit.
Yeah,
Now it's
exactly,
RoboCop.
It's RoboCop.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
so,
the MCC's first plant.
So you guys are very welcome for bringing you breaking news.
Yeah, this just in. Mech fighting.
Mech fighting. All
Is it
right,
now a
let's
thing?
get to your
All right.
first story on your giant iPhone.
The first story on my giant iPhone, which
All
is
right.
very bad, it's been announced
Oh gosh,
that the company that makes bubble wrap
I love bubble wrap.
is revamping their product, and it shall never again pop.
What's the point?
Yes! What is the point? It is both functional and fun.
Yes.
They've made this fuck technology. Sometimes you're just like, really? Too much. Too much.
This is
isn't
how I
Skynet.
feel about downloading our brain into the cloud, Alex.
No, but see, that has opportunities, but like no popping bubble
There's no
wrap is like,
opportunity with
there's no
non-popping.
upside for that.
yeah, you're right.
It's
Like,
all
what's-
downside. So the
what's
whole
the point?
concept
Like,
is
why do it?
So now what they do is they sell sheets of wrapping, right? It gets
is that
it
like
gets
herring the
interesting.
dog?
Little
Sheets
like
of wrapping?
sheets of wrapping. Yeah,
Sheeting the wrap?
That's actually the 9th day of Christmas in the Christmas song. 9 sheets of wrapping.
Made some milking.
I know. Sorry. Now that's in
Shimmy,
everybody's
shimmy,
head. I
shimmy.
apologize. No. So it's like it's flat sheets. You wrap whatever shit. Like I'm gonna package this. They wrap it in this stuff, and then they put in this little thing that then just inflates between the sheets. Which, by the way,
Between the
awesome porn
sheets,
name.
yes.
Awesome
Inflates
porn
between
name.
the sheets.
Inflates between the sheets.
Yep.
So it inflates. And then when you get it, it's just 2 sheets of paper with a thing. You can't even if you,
You can't
stick it.
pop
It's just
that
like
one?
no.
What?
It's not like it became one amazing
Giant
pop.
bubble.
Yeah, it's like it will satisfy all the little pops because you pop it and it's like. Brrr. It's like
So
The
that
communists
company's
have
going to go
won.
out of business, is what you're saying, because
This
no
is-
one's
yeah,
going
no
to
one's
buy it
gonna
anymore.
honestly, I
mean,
feel like you could make the like old school bubble wrap
Yeah.
as like retro bubble wrap.
And then Urban
As a company.
Outfitters is going to sell it for like $89.95.
Yeah, it's like remember when you could pop as a child?
Whoa.
That guy.
Excuse me.
That is-
Someone has a really small penis.
no,
I
that
don't even
wasn't me.
understand
was
how
it?
you could rev something to that.
I don't remember riding a motorcycle.
We're at Petco Park right now. All the streets are closed around here. I don't understand what that was.
That's basically like the New York City taxi cab that's like, you can't close my street, I'm on a motorcycle.
yeah. BT Dubs. I just BT Dubs.
BT Dubs.
The fact that I just said that we're like in Petco Park, we're in a baseball stadium. Did you ever think that we would be recording this podcast in a baseball stadium?
All right, I'm so used to Allison not wearing makeup or nice clothes
That's true.
during the. She's wearing like
I wear clothes, you guys.
yoga pants.
Yeah,
I'm-
that's
yeah,
true.
and a
I'm glad-
sweaty T-shirt.
I'm glad you put in the nice clothes because I was like, everybody. By the
All
way,
right, Alex and I-
viewership would go through the roof if we were like, Allison's naked in every episode.
You mean?
I mean, we also don't do video, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Tom,
you
what
can
you're
hear some
saying is
stuff.
you didn't know I could clean up this good.
Yes, I did not. I thought you were a 12-year-old boy before we came.
What?
Whoa! I'm
Thanks.
kidding.
She's like, wait a minute, what? That's
Thanks.
bad.
It's a joke. It was a
Maybe
joke.
that's why I'm single. Because everyone thinks I'm a 12-year-old.
No, Hayslip's
I'm-
not single. All right. So bubble wrap. I mean, you are, but sorry, bubble wrap.
Sorry about that.
Not that. No, I mean, I didn't want to go on record as being like you're not single, and then all of a sudden TMZ is like Alison Haislip's got some weird boyfriend that nobody knows about in a cave, and I was like, that's way worse. I don't know what's better to say. I don't know what's the good thing to say about you now. You're single, but you shouldn't be. I guess that seems weird too.
Let me swallow.
So first off, also great porn name. Yeah. Let me swallow. All right. Let's talk about some serious...
That was like 2 months worth of therapy that just happened right there.
Okay, first off, by the way, I feel like this is a great segue into this next story. Because
Cool.
we've talked about this a little bit, but now there's actually some stuff out there.
All right.
So there's a website called Pornhub. Yeah, all right, never heard of it. I love all the guys who are like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Our viewers don't need porn. Come on.
Our viewers don't need porn.
They don't need
They just
porn.
listen to the show and it sexually satisfies them. Anyway. So
Stop saying
Pornhub.
funny things when I'm taking a sip, Alex.
So Pornhub,
Pornhub.
announced a $1,000 automatic twerking butt sex toy that comes with
that,
a
she just sort of ended that comes.
a VR helmet and app. So it is what we've talked about with VR and porn. It is a device that sits there. It looks like it's a real butt, but you put the VR helmet. I mean, it's not a real butt. Somebody severed somebody's butt, but it's like a real cyber butt. And then you put your VR helmet on, and it's like some chick that's like, "What's up, baby?"
So it's like you could go to the club and be like, "Yo, baby," and then like just grab that ass.
First off, I mean, I
Grab
guess
that
you could do it in
ass?
public, but I think it's more for private situations.
Well, right, but I don't
Unless-
understand why the butt is twerking if you're in private. Like you just asked this girl to twerk for you.
No, I think once you're sort of involved in the butt, the twerking motion happens.
So it's not like the butt's actually
It's
twerking.
not dance. It's not just watch this butt
The
dance.
motion that the butt.
Right. It's emulating twerking on the stuff, the goodness. This is weird.
Got it.
First off, if we were in the garage, this would be way dirtier.
Yes. But now that there's people
I
walking,
know that. I
around,
feel like
Public
I don't
now.
want to say things like penis. I'm like, don't say penis.
I already
Allison
said
already
cunt,
said the
it's
C
okay.
word.
I know. There's children
Children-
passing
oh, that's
too.
Jen just gave
Children
it an
passing,
award.
Children
That's-
passing. So
That's
anyway,
why we have a wife
as
here.
the story title is $1,000 twerking butt promises VR porn and the decline of human civilization. I do feel like there's a point at which going outside sort of doesn't seem so fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is what I'm talking about. That's what I thought when we talked about the HoloLens thing. Because I was like, this dude walks home, puts on HoloLens, and then all of a sudden doesn't interact with his family. He's too busy being like, I have a virtual pet, and there's my calendar that I can move to this wall, and now the ceiling, and
I
now
love
the floor.
it.
And
He's
like,
got this like dog that comes up and it's like super cute, and he's like, "Hey, buddy," and there's a dead dog on the side that he's been neglecting all the
why
time.
would you say I love that? That's something to not love.
I mean,
Because it's not real.
wouldn't it be
Come
interesting
on.
if?
Yeah. By
Well,
the
first
way,
off, that's why Microsoft's so screwed up right now is because of all the dead dogs that they're going to cause with HoloLens.
So many dead dogs. I got to play Project Morpheus yesterday.
Oh, how was it?
It was so awesome.
Which one did you do? Which
The
sitting at the desk and somebody
no,
comes and
no, no,
interrogates
no.
you?
I was in a car and I
Oh,
was
the
shooting
driver.
people out of the
and the
car.
bag
Yeah.
of clips that you had to like grab the clips?
Yes. Or in the glove compartment, there were clips too. But this is the first VR experience I've had, gaming experience that I've had, where
Yeah.
I was like, absolutely yes. Because
Yeah.
everything else that I've done, I've been like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't need to sit there and play it for a while. Or, oh my God, this is giving me vertigo. This
Yeah.
is the one where I was like, don't end. I want to keep going. And you have the two PlayStation Move controllers in
Yeah.
your hand, and you just pull the trigger to grab something. And so, wait, can I do this? This is
Yeah.
going to look dirty, everyone. Take lots of
You
pictures.
can do this. Take lots of pictures.
Yeah, putting the mic down.
But you got to talk into it, which
I
is
know,
where it gets
that's
dirty.
what I'm saying. Exactly. Ooh, so many gifts are going to be made of this. You have the two controllers, and it's like, you're literally like, ammo clip, gun, shoot, 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 shoot. It's like, as soon as you get that motion down, it's so freaking fun. And I was just sitting in a chair, and, you know, you're in freaking London, so I'm on this side of the car, because that guy's driving.
Weird.
Yeah. I was like, all right, whatever.
Come on.
But, like, there's a guy coming up along the side, and I actually leaned out the window to shoot him. And then I was like, Allison, you're not actually in the car. Like, I didn't have to lean if I didn't want to, but it feels so real that you do.
But when
do
you
the
leaned,
movement.
did your head go outside? Like, did you
Yes.
see outside
Yeah,
the
yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
I
That's
know.
awesome.
That's the crazy
Yeah.
thing. They've got it. They
It
fixed
was
it.
awesome.
I'm telling you, VR is going to
Yeah.
be fantastic. And now for porn.
And now for porn.
I mean, honestly, that's like that's like endgame shit for porn. You know what I mean? Like porn was like, hey, look, people having sex on plates back in the day. Like
Plates?
Yeah, that was it. It was like started with like, here's a weird erotic bowl.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like that's how it started.
Back in the day being the ancient Greeks.
Yeah, back in the day, like
Not like
10.
70s.
Yeah, no, not 70s, like 10. Where they were like, you know what, I need some more erotic pottery. It's like,
Actually,
okay.
It's more like negative something. Weren't the ancient Greeks before?
I don't think we
the
do
death of
negatives.
Jesus Christ?
I think that's what the AD BC thing is. Or BCE, ADE, whatever. Anyway, long story short, porn started with like 2 stick figures having sex on a cave. Like, look, that's me, that's you, ha. I go, we have sex. Ah, so fun. And then some tiger
You've
eats,
seen this.
Some tiger eats
You know
him.
this.
Yeah.
Well, I've time traveled. Come on. Am I a noob?
What am I, a noob?
And this is the end. This is the end game. It's like there's a sort of real
Wait,
person.
Yeah, so you actually need androids like Cherry 2000, that
Now,
movie.
that's true, yeah,
That's
yes.
the actual end game, right?
Was that Meg Ryan?
Yeah.
Melanie
Griffith,
Griffith.
thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's the end game.
Oh, it's just somebody
No, I'm
that's
just
like,
saying.
hey, what's going on? Are we having sex or whatever? I got to go reboot.
I always got freaked out by the Total Recall one where they don't actually touch each other because...
No, that
Like-
was Demolition Man, yes.
That was Demolition Man?
Oh, Demolition Man.
When they put on the helmets?
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Stallone,
Sylvester
yeah.
Stallone.
Demolition Man.
No touching sex.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Although, speaking of sad, how about this
Although,
for...
speaking of sad.
How about this
oh,
for...
goody,
How about
can't
this for the
wait.
next story? Ready for
I'm
this?
going to open the chocolate-covered brownies now.
You
Are we
should.
good with that?
You totally
All right.
should.
Tell the story while
All
I'm
right,
doing
here we go.
this.
Ready for this? Scientists separate medical benefits of cannabis from unwanted side effects.
None of them are unwanted.
No, scientists have literally figured out how to make pot
Less fun?
not good, except you can just get the medical benefits, which, by the way, goes back to all the medical marijuana cards in the world would be ripped up.
Yeah.
If they were like, well, here's your marijuana. Oh, by the way, you're not going to get high. You're just going to have the medical benefits. And they're like, oh, shit.
Look at these beautiful brownies. Speaking of pot.
Are those just speaking?
Wow.
Here, Tom, have a brownie.
But see, here's the thing. You wouldn't get the munchies.
That's okay. Maybe that's kind of good because I've definitely, not that I've ever smoked pot, kids, but I've definitely managed to eat an entire bag of Tostitos.
You just looked so guilty in your chair. If there was a way to sit
There was
guilty,
one-
you just did it.
There was one night when I did not smoke pot, and then
Yeah.
this is like I was. Never mind. I'm not going to say my age because that's inappropriate.
First off,
but
you
it's
started
a long
to say
time
8,
ago.
so I'm a little concerned.
And Jay Leno was on, and I watched an entire episode of Jay Leno thinking he was the funniest thing on the face of this planet, and literally ate an entire family-sized bag of Tostitos. And my boyfriend at the time thought that he, like, at the end of it, I was like, oh, they're all gone. He's like, that was a new bag. And I was like, aren't you
just
impressed
ate
with me?
all of them. I love that you were like, yeah sexy, right?
Yeah.
I just pounded that whole bag of chips.
I know. But it was one of those things where you're just like, nah. Like, you just don't stop.
And that's the thing, is I don't even know if you get the munchies because you're super hungry or if you just get the munchies because you forget that you're eating. You know what I mean? You're just sort of like,
Exactly.
hey, what are we doing today? Are we going to get dinner? And you're like, bro, you're eating. And you're like, what? No, I'm not. You're
Oh
like,
my
dude, your
God.
hand is taking food and putting it in your mouth.
All right,
This
these are good.
chocolate-covered brownie's
Yeah.
the greatest thing ever. Where's
pretty good.
Sean? Thank you. Did Sean leave? Sean!
Yeah, he was like, here's my gift.
Oh, he's over
Good luck
there.
with the show. I'm out.
Sean, I'm eating your damn brownies and they're so
I'm going to go
good.
play the zombie. Oh, by the way, zombie laser tag. Or maybe
Yeah,
just
what is
regular
that?
laser tag. I just saw laser tag. Batman laser
Yeah.
tag?
Batman
Batman
laser
laser
tag.
I don't know. It's
Wait,
laser tag.
We
Some
can
sort of
play
laser
laser tag here.
There's also
We can play
jousting.
laser tag here.
And we can
Jousting.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
this
feel
place
like that
has
would be
everything.
dangerous.
No.
To do full-on jousting here.
No, it's like awesome
No.
jousting.
Yeah, here's a long, sharp spear. And you're like, oh, okay, cool.
I think it's plastic things.
Plastic things.
Yeah.
It can still hurt.
Yeah, I know. I've been very confused by your shirt this whole time. Oh, it's Deadpool trying to list up
Yeah,
Thor's hammer off the toilet.
so he can poop.
That is the
Amazing.
greatest practical joke ever.
Amazing.
That was kind of my favorite thing about the second Avengers movie. Anyone else?
Oh, when they
The
all
whole
tried to
jailed
do
up,
it.
yeah.
And like, who was it that like had it move a little bit?
Captain America.
Oh, Captain America. And
yeah.
Thor was
and
sort of like,
Thor got so panicked.
Yeah, Thor was like, okay, joke's over, let's go. Nobody's worthy of
Give me the hair
wielding.
back.
What's his name? What's the name? Wait.
Oh, good.
What's his name?
Mjornin or
The
Mjor...
Mjolnir?
Meow.
Mjolnir?
Mew
Mjolnir?
Mew.
Come on, somebody
Well,
in this
that's
audience
what
has
she
to
calls
know.
Meow meow.
I know it's called Meow Meow in the thing, but
Mjolnir? Mjolnir.
Mjolnir? Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Hey, there's a Mjolnir right there. That's what we're talking about.
Did we
I love
say
it.
that
She was
right?
like, this one. It's right here.
Yeah, it's right here. That's amazing. That's
That's
also,
awesome.
you have incredible Thor cosplay going on right there.
That is amazing.
I don't know if you saw, but earlier some awesome Jay and Silent Bob cosplay went by.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was really impressed because I actually thought it was them for a second.
Well, that's the funny thing. It's like sometimes when you're a celebrity, I think there's something.
I think
at the,
Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk just took the stage over there.
Ah,
I'm
yeah.
not joking. They are supposed to be over there as our entire audience leaves.
Yeah, they're like, I know. I was like, dude, don't tell them
But I
what's
remember
going on
thinking that
opposite
when,
us.
When I saw the schedule and I saw that Nathan and Alan started at like 11:45, I was like, well, we're all done then. Oh, and
Oh, and they're
there's
doing music? This is like a dance? Is it
Whatever.
the Nathan Allen dance party?
Nathan, yeah, it probably would be. We will prevail.
We will prevail.
The half hour
So, by the
happy
way,
hour will
F you
continue.
scientists for taking all the goodness out of marijuana and then just giving us the medical
Yeah,
reasons.
and for screwing up bubble wrap. What's wrong with everyone?
Dude, the scientists are so bad. Speaking of which, oh my God, so many good scientist stories
Good.
are happening.
Because we still have a half hour to fill.
I'll close, but yes. Here we go. Ready for this? I love this. That's got to load. Here we go. Ready?
Okay.
Brains of animals linked to make an organic computer.
Brains of
Scientists-
animals linked?
Scientists have linked 3 monkeys together.
Like they're alive?
They're alive, and their brains are linked. It's the fucking
So they share
board.
the same information?
They share the same information, and they are 3 times
So
smarter monkeys.
what-
But how are they
Each
linked?
is 3
Yes, they can solve problems. They were able to predict the weather. They gave them information on the weather, and they were like, "Yeah, it's going to be stormy tomorrow." And they were like, "This amazing 3-monkey device."
The monkey talked?
Yeah, it was like, "Hey, what's going on? What are we talking about now?"
That's even freakier. Yeah, how do
Crazy.
I don't understand. What do you mean? How did
It's
they
a
predict,
series of clicks
how
and
do we know
motions.
that they predict the weather?
They do. Dude, it's beyond Skynet. Forget Skynet. So they said that basically, I mean, think about it. It's a multiprocessor system, right? So it's parallel processors. All of our computers do this now, where they just offload the stuff and you're 3 times as fast. They said that they were like, if we add 4 monkeys, it'll get even crazier. And then they had
What if they add-
They had
wait for
10
it.
mice.
What if they add 5 monkeys?
No, they
What?
can't. That's the
No,
physical
that's-
limitation.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's
So
beyond
here, I'm going to read
physics.
you some of the results,
All right.
which I think are just like crazy. 3 monkeys sat in different rooms and learned to mentally move a digital arm to get it to drop fruit juices. The animals didn't know they had to share the task. Each monkey controlled 2 of the 3 dimensions of the virtual space. So they were scanning the monkeys, and the monkey was like, well, I can make it kind of go like this. And the other monkey was like, oh, it's going like that. Oh, I'll make it go like this. And the other monkey was like, dude, drop that juice.
Did they actually get juice?
And then it dropped juice. Like the arm would push a button, and it would drop juice in all 3 of the monkey cages. Oh. So they all were sort of like, let's make this arm drop
how
juice
were their
for us.
Like, did they get holes drilled into their skull and then like?
I'm pretty sure
wires
monkeys
pulled
in a
through?
lab get really fucked up.
Yeah.
I think they probably take their whole skull
But
cap off and like put
also,
shit on their brains.
Why did we do this?
Because
like, what
Planet
kind
of the Apes
Science
has
are we
Thank
trying
you,
to accomplish?
Tom, because Planet of the Apes.
It has
All
to
we're doing
happen.
is trying to stop Planet of the Apes from happening.
Or started, apparently.
Yeah, or started.
exactly.
We're trying to show them that if they just
this is
work
how
together.
Caesar starts.
So yeah. So I love that the scientist said, we never expected that.
Right. This is
Well, then what the hell are you doing connecting the brains
That's what I
together?
mean, like,
They're just like, you know what would be interesting and fun? Let's just connect all the brains together. I mean, I'm sure nothing will happen.
right. But that's
We
what I mean,
have
like
these
what
3
prompted
monkeys.
them? What were they trying to solve? What problem in humanity were they trying to solve by linking monkeys' brains together?
Too
Or
many
were they-
monkeys, clearly.
Too many monkeys. Too many
let's just
monkeys
crack
sitting
the
on the
skull,
bed.
3 of
no,
them.
but I just don't. Or was it just a dude that was like, you know what? Let's just see if we can do this. Wait, go back. You said there were 11 mice.
So in a rat experiment,
Oh God.
it turns out it was 4. So they went to the ubiquitous 4, which is the consciousness 4. That's what they call it. I don't know.
The what?
Made that up. That's
Oh.
okay. The brains of
That's
4
not-
rats.
You just wrote a sci-fi novel right there.
Yeah, the consciousness
All right.
4. The brains of 4 rats were connected using electrode implants. There's your science.
Electrode implants.
That recorded the neural activities of each brain and delivered signals to the brains of the other animals in the group. The rats received temperature and barometric pressure information. They were like,
Because that's important.
guys, it's fucking hot outside. And the barometric pressure is like 2. I don't know. Is that a pressure? I don't know.
I think it's gonna store.
It's going to storm. What do you think, rats? Now, here's the thing. In one experiment, after they got this pressure, they were able to combine the information with other rats and predict whether it was going to rain or not.
But that's what I don't understand. How do the rats tell us that?
There's a picture of a rain, and they walk on it, and then it rains.
I'm more fascinated by how we figured out how to communicate with the rats than about linking the rats' brains together.
And by the way,
getting
these are
weather
called
forecasts.
BrainNet. It's called BrainNet.
No, it's not called BrainNet.
It's called
Are you
BrainNet.
serious? What is wrong with these
Yeah.
people?
And
This is going to be the story we find out as a hoax tomorrow.
See, that's F you,
Yeah.
Internet.
By the way-
I get so excited about science, and then it's like, that was bullshit.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why would you put this out in Scientific America?
Yeah.
Money, they wanted a grant.
It's in Scientific America?
I don't know,
Oh,
probably
maybe
not.
it's like-
It's in
It's on Reddit.
braincoder.com.
Braincoder.com.
No,
How
but
do
it's
you
from
find this?
Scientific something.
Alex, this is a good question I've never asked you.
Yeah.
How do you find this shit?
I have this research assistant named Google,
But I mean,
and he
what
is
do you
really
Google?
good. Might be a
Cool
girl.
shit that
I don't know. I've
happened
never
this
met
week?
Google.
Like,
A lot of this is from Reddit, actually. Honestly, I go to Reddit, Reddit/r/science,
yeah.
Reddit/r/tech, and
Okay.
then Reddit, just Reddit.
I'm sorry.
And then I do dig.com sometimes for like news stuff.
Oh, shout out
So, like,
to Dig Nation.
It's some things.
What?
Yeah, way old school dig. Old school. So they're going to test a clinical application of the system, which is like, why would you want rats working as your doctor? Like, they're smarter than a doctor now. Combining the brains for activity for paralysis patients trying to learn to use robotic limbs.
Ooh, okay. See, there we go. Now there's some sort of scientific application to this that isn't just like, connected
Yeah.
monkey brains.
So one of the difficulties, I guess, with robotic limbs, which that's awesome, is that I'll wait for it to die down. Somebody just
Damn
came
you,
out.
Nathan Fillion.
Just sucking
Slash, I
it
love
up.
you. Thanks for giving me a job.
Yeah, thanks for giving me a job. Get off the stage. So one of the biggest issues they have is controlling the device, is learning at the beginning how to control the device. All right, something's happening.
Yeah, it's Nathan Fillion and Alan Tudyk.
But I feel like something big, maybe like a ship just landed.
Oh, or that. Or
they were like,
aliens
yeah,
have
guess
all of a
what?
sudden taken over.
Avengers 4 is here.
What
anyway.
happened to 3? What happened to Avengers 3? Why'd we just skip that
It
one?
was
Is that
four,
the crappy
four
one?
would be more
is so
exciting.
big,
That's-
they don't even need a 3. They're just like, skip it. Let's just go to 4. This thing only goes to 4. So I'm excited. I'm excited because think about the prospects of being able to think of super popular math. Think about not having to do all the math stuff. We talked about having your brain
Oh,
connected to an internet.
man.
What if your brain was connected to somebody that's really good at math?
That would be awesome.
And you're like,
but
I'm
then
really
do you
good
just,
at
like, have to
something.
walk around like this with them,
It does seem weird when you sat like that.
right?
Yeah, we were sort of
what I
like,
mean.
hey, what's the math problem?
And- or,
Because
like,
she'll
do you,
get
like-
it.
It makes Alex
Can you
more
get
attractive.
extender cords or something like that?
Extendo cords?
Yeah,
I'm
I said
guessing Wi-Fi.
extender cords.
I'm thinking Wi-Fi.
We could just Bluetooth into each other's brains.
Exactly.
See, now
Also,
we're
great
getting-
porn. Bluetooth into each other's brains.
But see, now I feel like we're getting to the point in like that episode in Black Mirror I was talking about, where all of a sudden you could like see other people's memories, and then the world gets really dark.
Well-
because we don't want to know what's going on inside each other's heads.
And yes, by the way, when your brains are connected electronically, I have a feeling you can see what's going on in the other person's brain.
But yeah, are there like a firewall? Is there a firewall? Can
In this hypothetical future world, I believe there is.
all right. Like other people
I'm gonna
can
go
only
ahead and say that
have
we have
this
created the
part of my
firewall.
brain, but they can't have that part of my brain.
Yeah, you're like, I'm just going to let you have my math part.
Yeah.
And you're like, but
That's
I
what
want,
I'm gonna do,
I
man.
want your
Whenever I-
spelling part.
Whenever I go out to
Yeah,
dinner, whenever I go out to dinner with like a large group of friends, and all of a sudden I'm the one figuring out the bill, I'm gonna
Oh,
be like,
that
"Tell you
would be
what, all
brilliant.
y'all just connect into the math part of my brain and figure it out for yourselves."
That's amazing.
That's
Right?
actually the most useful
Dude,
part
well, we
of
just
that
did that the other
technology.
day where we had like 11
Yeah.
or 12 people at a dinner, and all of us were sort of like single people. And we were
Over-
like, I guess everybody has to figure out what they owe. It's
Yeah.
like, shit. That is
Yeah.
literally the worst part of dinner.
Right.
Is figuring
I mean,
out.
it's easy if everyone kind of orders the same amount of stuff, because then you're like, just split it 12 ways, and y'all put it in credit cards.
Yeah, but we had a couple
it
people that
sucks.
were like, a beer or two.
Yeah, or
and
like,
then some
or
people
don't
that were like,
drink.
So
or
$4.
someone showed up
Appetizer.
late and only got an appetizer. And
exactly.
You're like, ugh. Man, in Europe, they actually separate checks is a much bigger thing.
interesting.
Yeah, they keep track of who orders what and can give you separate checks.
Do you remember this? You
Yeah.
remember the Surface?
The what?
Microsoft Surface?
Yeah, do you remember? It's
Yeah.
still around.
I love that. As soon as one guy describes, like, yeah,
Because it was
that stupid thing. Yeah.
Alex, it's still a thing. It's still.
First off, no, it's not. No, you guys
We
are thinking
do.
of the Surface tablet. No,
Oh,
I'm talking
yeah.
about the Surface, like
No.
the like giant like Yeah, the big
There
table.
was a table?
The big table. It was awesome. We had it on TRS. We actually had them deliver a Surface for 24-hour gaming we did for charity.
That's fancy.
But the crazy thing is, you were supposed to be able to, and this was very exciting. You go, like, let's say we went to the restaurant. We had 12 people.
Yeah.
You're walking out of the restaurant. You go to the Surface, and you pick the table, and it goes, here's your bill.
You just pick out the
You
items.
put your credit card, you lay your credit card down on the Surface, and you just take items and throw it to the credit card.
Oh, that's
And then the
rad.
other person comes up and puts their credit card down on the table and just takes items and throws it to the credit card.
That's actually pretty cool, but it never worked.
That was like 5 years ago, people. Where the fuck has that been? That would be
Seriously.
so amazing. And it does tip, it does taxes, it does everything.
Life was so much easier 5 years ago.
I know. Somehow the future we went back in technology. Like, where's that?
Man.
Apple Pay doesn't do that.
I know.
You can't just like swipe shit onto your watch and do things like that.
Your watch. Did you get your watch?
I don't get
You did order one, right?
You-
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. I've sort of let my friends bake the version 1. And then my buddy, Jerry, actually, was
Jerry,
like...
who doesn't talk to me anymore.
Jerry,
It's
who
cool.
doesn't talk
Thanks
to you
a lot,
anymore.
Jerry.
He's cool. He was like, hey, bro, I'm going to go buy an Apple Watch. I was like, what? Why are you buying an Apple Watch? I was like, my buddy's bought some, so I'm going to buy it. 2 weeks, he returned it. Actually, it might have been a
Really?
week and a half.
Jerry's
he
a
returned it.
lemming.
Jerry.
He is. Jerry. He's
Does
like...
Jerry listen to our podcast? I love you, Jerry.
I don't see him here, so no.
Yeah, he's not here.
No.
So, lame sauce.
He's not here. He didn't drive down. just
These
to come
are
to
He
the
the-
could have
people
driven
that
down.
listen
He's
to
from
our
San Diego.
podcast.
Damn it, Jerry, where are you?
He's nowhere.
No, he's not.
He's
I love
nowhere,
that
man.
you're. Are you guys all onto your multiple drinks? Am I behind?
This is my last beer. I mean, that I got.
There's one
from
right
the
there.
thing.
Oh, there is one right here. Ow!
I love that he brought you.
Totally hit my lip
Into your
with the
face?
mic and it hurt. That means I need more wine, right?
Yes. Also, a great porn title.
Save some for my wife,
I
because
hit
she's
the
not
mic
sharing
into my
with
lip
me
and
either.
it hurt. So look, Monkey Brain, internet servers are going to be here soon. So let's just be happy about that.
So we should start investing
Yeah,
in Monkey Brain
in monkeys,
servers.
in monkeys.
Monkeys.
You're like, look, I got 6
in monkeys.
Monkey Brain servers in my garage. Don't go in the garage. It is weird in there.
It smells pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Dude, but that's how they'll type Shakespeare with less monkeys.
That's what they said. They were
Yeah,
like, how
right?
many monkeys will it take for them to accidentally type
4.
Shakespeare? Yeah, 4 is the global number.
The consciousness numerator. What did you call
Yeah,
it?
the consciousness number.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, I just
apparently.
love that they do. I mean, first off, I don't love that they do. There's a little part of me that's sort of like, guys, stop cutting into monkey brains.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's
Yeah,
what do these monkeys ever
a
do
little
to
sad.
you?
Now that said, making super monkeys.
Okay, so does it
Super
hurt the
monkey.
monkeys? Because if it doesn't hurt the monkeys, why don't we do it to humans?
Well, I think
and
the only thing that
test?
hurts is drilling a hole into their skull.
No, they do that all the time, right? And
But
so
he's saying if we're like, hey, don't
If it
worry,
doesn't
the monkeys don't
physically-
mind it.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just get a couple people
that
that are
way
like, I want to
could
be
we don't
Well,
have to be together when we do the podcast.
because it sucks way
it's just
less if a
Alex
monkey
over the
dies.
internet
from his garage.
What?
and you guys
And we're
in my
connected.
brain.
I wasn't listening to anything
Okay,
you said. What?
so if they can connect monkeys, they can connect us three, which
Right.
would be awesome.
Agreed.
And Alex can do the podcast on his own.
I could do the podcast, and you guys would be
we don't have
doing
to
the podcast, but you
drive
wouldn't
to
even need to
his
be there.
house. Yeah,
I'd just
Where
be
would
like
we be?
letting you. You'd be like sitting
we
there
don't have to
watching TV.
sweat in his garage.
But you still need my voice.
Well, no, then I would be like,
Knock the wine bottle over.
what?
That's all right.
See, this is things that wouldn't happen if we were monkey
I
brains.
prepared. Yeah.
If we were monkey brains, you wouldn't even be. You'd be like, whatever. I'm in my pajamas watching TV, and I'd be like, Allison thinks this.
But then it's not my voice. And no one would listen to this podcast if my voice
Oh, if
wasn't
it was
on
just
it.
Alex? Oh.
Right.
Too many
So-
nods.
My-
Too many nods. I'd take a handful of nods, but everybody nodding.
That's
If
why
I
I'm
didn't
glad
speak
it's your
super
podcast.
fast all the time.
It's
All right,
because
give
you
us another
see you're
story.
super popular at maths.
Yeah,
all right, here we go. I'm very
super
excited about
popular.
this. So
All right.
Boeing just patented a new plane engine
Cool.
powered by lasers and nuclear explosions.
And sharks!
What?
No
Boeing. Boeing.
Wait, lasers and
You're
nuclear
literally
explosions?
lasers and nuclear explosions.
That sounds dangerous.
No. It
does
sounds
sound pretty
fast. It sounds fast.
Dangerous is fast.
Super
It
fast.
does sound pretty bad.
Can we get-
Lasers.
So the whole concept is, it's an engine and it's got 2 lasers and they
And nuclear explosions.
and they
And they blow up
laser
stuff.
They laser and heat a nuclear material
Okay.
that then explodes.
So plutonium or
So
something.
plutonium, yeah. Like hanging out in the back, and they're like, you know what? Let's shoot that with lasers. So they shoot it with lasers, and then the plutonium's like, bam! And all of the stuff that comes off of it gets shot out of the back of the engine.
So
It's so great. Yeah, it's basically, it only flies over Burning Man every year. Lasers and nuclear blast.
But it shoots radioactive shit out of the engine?
No, it's
Yeah,
like
it's-
hydrogen is made when you do it, or some
So there's
stuff.
no
This
radioactivity
sounds
to.
like- I'm not
No, I don't
joking.
think there's radioactivity. I
What?
don't think it's gonna it's not like it'll just dust the entire country with radiation.
No, this sounds like I told you guys I read The Martian.
Yeah.
This sounds like the ship they have. The reason they're capable of getting to Mars. What? No. This isn't a spoiler alert.
Okay, I thought it was a
What?
spoiler.
Oh, you're like, spoiler alert, he's on Mars? I'm not seeing it anymore. It's called The Martian?
But the reason that we're capable of getting to Mars at this point in this, whenever this book takes place, is because it's like
Science just stopped.
ejection. You guys, Dr. Alison Haislip's book of science is about to happen right now. But it is something about like they create a reaction and then they shoot the particles out the back of the ship.
And that's what this
then
is.
that's how-
So they said that the nuclear reaction actually creates hydrogen or helium, and it's exhausted out the back, which then causes thrust on the plane.
that's way cooler than like carbon
Radiation.
monoxide or whatever the fuck we shoot out of the back of things
Smoke.
to make us go
It's probably
forward.
smoke.
I think it's just smoke.
Yeah.
It's just smoke.
That's
Exhaust.
so. Did they say when it could potentially be?
Well, they just put the patent together, so it's kind of one of those things where they're like, this might be a thing. Okay.
Oh,
but
so
if you
they
think
don't
about
even
it,
know if it works yet.
I think they probably figured out that it can work.
It's like theoretically it could work, but
And
they haven't actually.
Here's the thing. This is the problem.
What's the problem?
With anything nuclear,
Yep.
people get a little squidgy.
Yeah, absolutely. You said nuclear explosions, and I was like, ugh.
Right.
Just ask Brian, Japan plane guy.
Brian, the plane guy, was
He had
like,
to sit on a plane
nothing
for a
nuclear,
way longer
please. I
time."
am out of nuclear. I flew over one while it exploded.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
Exactly.
Let's not do that. No, but it's true, because nuclear is actually it's not bad for the environment.
No.
It's less bad for the environment, but at the same time, it's scary because it can blow up in your face and then
Yeah, it's
everybody
just more
dies.
dangerous. Yeah.
But I feel like I would totally fly on a plane that was making small
Okay, what's the
nuclear
worst that could
explosions.
happen with that plane that has a nuclear explosion inside?
The whole
what
plane
could happen?
The whole plane would blow up
In
and then
like a
nuclear
big
radiation
mushroom
would fall
cloud.
down.
Really?
And- yeah. I mean, I don't think that's actually technically true. Because
didn't say
otherwise,
that. They didn't
Boeing,
put that in the article.
Boeing would probably be like, so the upside is it flies really good. The downside is
Big
3 Mile
mushroom
Island
cloud
in the
over-
sky.
3 Mile Island.
I don't think we'd be able to get back from that.
That sounds like some sort of 70s song.
3 Mile Island in the sky. Yeah, it's like Willie Nelson's song.
Right? Someone got really baked and ate a bag of Tostitos and wrote that song.
Not if scientists have anything to do with it. They'll be like, no more cool songs made from people
know.
high on.
That's terrible. Because then, like, finally marijuana will be legalized, but no one will want to do it anymore.
Right. Yeah, they're like, no, it's totally legal. And you're like, awesome. How high do I get?
It's like-
You don't get high
It's
anymore.
like how exciting it is to
What?
drink, and then you turn 21 and you're like, nah, I guess maybe I'll have a glass of wine at dinner. Unless you're Allison at Comic-Con, apparently.
Hey, glass of wine at breakfast. By the way, this is like we've literally like pre-lunch podcast.
Yep.
Well, we
Pre-lunch
always
podcast.
pre-lunch podcast.
That is true.
It's usually 11
That
in the
is
morning
true.
when we're drinking.
This feels very correct.
You know what we need to discuss is
Yes.
doing our 7-hour of...
Oh, the drunkathon.
yeah.
Yes, the drunkathon. Look, people are nodding their heads.
Someone was going to
drunkathon.
send us like a
Listen to us.
case of
Oh,
wine
right.
from Canada, right?
From the Canada
Yeah,
vineyard.
you
Yeah,
They
and they
were
wanted
send us-
they want a case, which is what 12 bottles, and
Yeah.
they want us to do like 7 episodes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she has a week worth of podcasts.
I love that.
Well, you're the one
sounds-
who's supposed to email her, Alex, and get it started.
She heard on the
That does
podcast
sound
my
right.
approval. I
Yes.
That
remember.
does sound like what we're supposed to do.
We will make this happen.
I think it'd be cool. You know, because we
You know
can
what
do
we should
live
do
stream.
it is right before Christmas, because then we'll all leave town. It'll be the 7 days of podcasting.
Oh
Okay.
my
It makes
God.
so much sense. I want to cry.
I think that's done.
Yeah, this is
Done.
definitely
All
going
right,
to happen.
Email this Canadian woman, get us wine.
This Canadian woman.
She has a name.
We're gonna
Ship
order.
us
A,
wine,
but
we're
she has
gonna
a
order
name.
a lot of Johnny Rockets or whatever's right around the corner from you.
We got lots of stuff.
Yep.
Johnny Rockets,
Yeah.
other Rockets, Bill
other
Rockets.
Johnnies.
By the way, the other thing I was going to say was they just announced the lineup of the astronauts that are going to go on the first Dragon X, SpaceX, thing, which
The
now
thing that
feels
keeps
a little...
exploding.
The thing that keeps exploding. They finally got the 4 people that were like, hey, who wants to go on this thing that keeps exploding? And then 4 people were like, oh, shit. I mean, I guess, all right, I'll go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's funny. The astronauts are all sort of like homeless people.
Aw. They're like, if I live, I'm famous.
Yeah, they're like,
If I die, I'm famous. Either
Where
way.
am I going? Space? Awesome.
Yeah. Wait, so who are they? Anyone? Is it anyone who's been in space before?
No.
So where are they going? This is like the SpaceX.
It's the It's the Dragon module that's going
the
to
Dragon
the
module,
International Space Station.
Oh, okay.
Because the whole thing is that they're trying to figure out how to do it, and it's Boeing and SpaceX, a combination
Right.
joint venture, that are trying to figure out how can we, as private people,
Put more
get people in
casualties
space.
on an
Hey, man,
malfunctioning
space is hard.
spaceship.
Space is hard. Shit blows up.
Space is hard.
I mean, that's it. You're
It's
flying
really
on,
quiet.
literally flying
You
on
blow
like,
up and no one hears anything.
yeah, nothing.
Sad.
I know.
It's like the most boring explosion ever.
Because it's just like, there it goes. Oh, and it exploded. Yeah.
Would you
Let's
go to
turn
space if you
this
could?
off. Well, totally, I would go to space.
Yeah?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah?
I'm desperate.
How about you, Tom?
Desperate to go to space.
I'd go to space with Alex.
See?
Only with Alex.
We're going to do this on the moon.
Next year, podcast in space.
Dude, podcast on the moon. We could be
On
the
the-
first official podcast ever recorded on the surface of the moon.
It feels so good to have goals in life.
I know.
The Mir space station, right?
Completely
Isn't that
realistic
close?
goals.
The Mir space station
Yeah,
or the
we
IIS.
can get there. Come on,
Yeah.
you know some people.
I don't want
Yeah,
to go to
Come
Mirror.
on,
Remember, it
Nerdist
smells
knows
bad.
people.
Mir should be not up there.
No,
Even if
right.
it is still up there.
It was supposed to come down like 15 years ago, right?
And they're
That's
like,
how-
it seems fine. Let's leave it up in space. I don't know. That was the
Do you know what
weirdest
Mir-
Russian accent ever.
Do you know what
more
Mirror
Italian.
means in Russian?
Hey, come
What?
No, I'm asking you. Do you know what?
Oh,
Mir
do I know
yeah.
what mirror means?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like maybe work.
I choose gun.
I choose God. Let me see. I'm going to look up what mirror
No,
means.
I know
We
what it
do
means.
gun.
I was
Oh, you
asking
know what it
yeah.
means. You
Well,
had that
here's the
look.
thing. I know what it means because I do the. Well, I'm gonna get super nerdy on you guys. I do the New York Times crossword puzzle every day.
Hey-o.
And like last week,
I'm super
the-
popular at crosswords.
Yeah, what? The question was, it means peace in Russian. And I was like figuring out, I'm like, what is it? And then all of a sudden I realized, I'm like, oh, it's Mir. Oh, it's the space station. Oh.
Yeah.
That's why.
By the way, I love that they did that. Such a great PR move. They're like, we're putting rockets in space.
Mm-hmm.
What should we call it? Let's call it peace. The Americans won't realize we're up there. We put the big ball into the sky with lasers. It's called peace.
Oh.
Those Russians
okay.
seem cool. They're not doing anything weird. They're like,
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, exactly.
I just realized you're wearing a We Do Gun
Yeah,
shirt.
he was pointing that
Why
out.
did it
We
take
Do
me that
Gun.
long?
how
to
did I
say
not see that?
Come here, be on camera.
You got to see this. Come on.
We have our first official shirt.
We do gun.
We Do Gun. That's awesome.
We do rock. We do gun.
Oh my gosh, that's
I
amazing.
did that. How did we not realize
I don't know.
that? That's fantastic.
I've been so entertained by what he's been saying, I never looked down to see what he was wearing.
Fucking Russians.
I know.
I love that they put their first big thing in space. They were like, we call it peace.
It's peace.
and then no one
We
will
know
know.
we have bad PR around the world, so we
Yeah.
put this up there at peace.
Let's put
we
it
all
up
good.
and say peace, and maybe we bring Chinese up there.
Yeah.
No
and the
Americans.
Chinese get up there and we're like, our rocket's called love. So
A rocket's called love.
love, peace, nothing bad going on here.
Yeah. It's like the Chinese rocket Love just launched to the
Yeah.
Russian International Space Station called Peace. We believe they're trying to destroy the planet.
Do we have another story?
No, that's it.
Oh, that's all our stories?
That is all our stories.
Oh my God,
That's
we still
five.
have 10
By the way, that
minutes.
is 5 stories.
We
did
still have 10
5
minutes.
stories.
We did 5 stories.
This is
Okay.
why our podcast is not longer than 40 minutes, because we run
Because
out of
even
things
5.
to talk
All right, here we
about.
go.
What?
We're at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
What are you excited to see at Comic-Con? What do you think is going to blow your mind, grapes?
I already had my mind blown at the Hall H panel last
I know.
night. It was amazing.
So you can't top that.
But there's some
nothing
crazy
I don't know
else.
if I can.
Force Unleashed or Force Awakened.
Yes.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the Lucasfilm panel. And by
Well-
the way, this is creepy. It's tonight at Hall H. It's called the Lucasfilm panel. It is
Oh.
not called the Force Awakened panel. So people are staring to speculate
Indiana
that maybe some
Jones.
Oh.
other stuff is going to
Yes,
drop
okay.
there.
I will actually say, maybe I have some exclusive information.
Oh, I like this.
They just announced that the two guys who directed the Lego movie are directing the Han Solo movie.
That's
Yes.
A guy who's been my friend literally since birth. That's not an exaggeration. Our fathers were college roommates together.
Oh, okay.
My buddy Will. He works for that company.
Okay.
And I actually hit him up when like literally within 20 minutes of them announcing that they were doing this Han Solo movie. I was like, if you don't let me come visit you on set, I will fucking murder you.
Okay.
And then I followed that with, better yet, make me an alien floozy in a cantina.
Yes.
Alien
And then-
floozy?
Yes.
Yes.
You're better than that.
No.
She's like, I know my target audience. I'm
Han
going to be
Solo
alien
will then
floozy.
totally hit on me. And we know
Yeah.
Han Solo is going to be someone like incredibly hot.
I just
so-
love that they're like, look, we got you the job as the alien
Yeah.
floozy.
Not
great.
You're a female hammerhead person. You're like, what? And they giant hammerhead thing on your face, and you're just sitting in the back of the cantina.
By the way, Alex, I just got a text from you.
What?
I got a text from you.
What does it say? Hey, show's going great. 5 more minutes.
But my point is
my
when-
brain text.
while I was texting with Will, I was like, I just got a text from you saying, walking over. What?
Damn you, Comic-Con text gods.
I asked him if he was going to be down here
Yeah.
so we could like get a drink and celebrate. And he's like, it hasn't been confirmed if we're going to be part of the panel yet. So maybe that's the exclusive. That's why it's Lucasfilm, because maybe the directors are going to be on the panel. What?
Oh, talking Han Solo.
Talking
Han
Han
Solo.
Solo. Talking Han Solo. Talking.
We have reached a new level of awesomeness. Allison has left the building. She will be back later to meet and greet. I just love it. I was like, I'm going to let this play out. And I look over and you were like so happy. Like, we're doing it. Oh, nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it.
Look on your face.
It was one of those things I was like, I think she's going to keep going with this. There might be a chorus hook coming up here pretty soon.
By the way, this is like the epitome of yours and mine friendship. Like, I just spiral off into nowhere,
Yep.
and Alex is there to be like, "Okay,
Yeah,
come
come
home."
on, let's bring it in. Rub it in.
So-
Rub it in. We're talking
It's
about
like,
Comic-Con.
how many
Bring it
Comic-Cons
in.
have we had like that?
Oh, God, too many.
When we go to parties.
I still get random texts. So what are you excited to see, Sir Tom?
My hotel room, I think.
That's
maybe.
very
That's about
good.
it.
I've heard
you're
there's
so
presentations
boring.
there.
Yeah, no, I
No, that was
Someone
not.
just booed
no,
me.
no. It sounded like
That was-
everybody booed at once, but I think it was
It's a nice
the other
hotel
panel.
room.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I don't know. I'm waiting to see what happens. I
Legendary
don't like
panel.
to get my hopes up.
Legendary panel, so we're going to see a lot of World of Warcraft.
Wait, what about Dawn of Justice? When are they doing that?
That's tomorrow, I think, right? Saturday?
Tomorrow?
Warner Brothers panel?
That would be cool.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, that's about it.
There's
I like
gonna be a
my
lot of-
superhero stuff.
There's going to be a lot of that. Although,
Yeah.
weird, Marvel's not here.
I know. No Marvel, no Paramount. There's some other big companies.
Well,
that's
see, I'm
not here
starting
Yeah.
to feel like Marvel got Disneyfied.
Yeah,
Where
so because
Disney's
they
like,
have-
wait, we have our... It's like
What's it called?
Blizzard.
D23?
D23.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
like
that's in,
Blizzard,
like, a
where they
couple
were like,
months.
Blizzard never goes to E3 or doesn't
Right.
usually go to E3 because
'Cause
they're
they
like,
got
we'll just announce all that stuff at BlizzCon, bitches.
Yeah.
What? But then I feel like Marvel might be falling
Although,
into
did
that
you
thing.
notice the irony that all of the Comic-Con signs that are on lampposts in this area are Ant-Man ads?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I mean, I know Ant-Man comes out next week, but you're not even here.
Yeah. Don't
Go,
ever,
go
don't advertise unless you're
somewhere where
partying.
You're going.
Because they know we're all
Ant-Man.
going to see it anyways. They don't need to come
Yeah.
here and tell us and show
I know.
us stuff.
Well,
we're
our
going to
buddy
see
saw,
it.
Our buddy saw it
Oh, really?
and said it was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, because I got to be honest, those trailers are not making me want to go see it.
You know, and then the whole thing of like Edgar Wright dropping out made me have the queasies.
Iffy.
Because I was like, Edgar Wright's so great, and everybody was so excited, and he was the one that championed
Yes.
Ant-Man, and like 4 years ago we saw
remember
the
you
trailer
telling me
thing.
that panel. I remember you coming up to me and being like, I'd never thought that Ant-Man would make a cool movie, but it wasn't until I saw they had like some
Yeah.
spec footage or something of like an ant running down the barrel of a gun, and
was
then
awesome.
That was
an
Edgar Wright's,
Ant-Man running
right?
down the
Yeah,
barrel of a
yeah.
gun, and then turning
No.
in.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said it was great.
It was
But-
fantastic.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
trailer was like
No, but, like,
mind-blowing.
I was
Our friend said
actually-
it was
Oh,
an
yeah,
awesome
our buddy
movie.
said it was fantastic.
Oh
He
yeah,
like,
I was
"It's
actually
great."
talking to a friend last night, and we always go see movies together, and we were like, well, we should go see Ant-Man when we get back from Comic-Con. He's like, yeah, I mean, I love Marvel enough that I don't want to. You know, you have to see all the
Yeah,
movies
you're
to
not
get
gonna
the
not
full.
see it,
You're not
yeah.
going to not see it, but it's the first one that I've been like, okay, I'll go see it. You know.
Yeah, but you could. But that's the thing with Marvel. You
Yeah.
have no idea who's
And
going
then
to
it's
show
awesome.
up.
I
Like the new Spider-Man guy could just like peek in the back, and you're like, oh my
Yeah,
god!
I think the biggest problem I had with the trailer is the fact that the jokes seem too easy in the trailer. The one
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, one question. Can we change the name? I was like,
Right.
well, that's obviously what you were going to say, Paul Rudd.
Right? Yeah.
You know,
I love Paul Rudd, but he's very Paul Rudd in
dude,
this.
I got to interview
if
Paul
you know what I
Rudd.
mean. Like I love Paul Rudd,
Yeah.
but
I
he's
got
like
to interview
doing
Paul Rudd.
awesome.
Yeah, I got to interview Paul Rudd a couple times for G4, and he was always like the loveliest human
Yeah.
being, and also just so like naturally funny. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like not trying for the joke, just things would come out of his mouth, and you're like, "You're so funny." Paul Rudd."
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, you're
I know what you mean.
Alex can relate.
Anyway, I can relate. Anyway, I was trying. That was a joke I was literally trying for.
Yeah, you were trying really hard.
Hard.
Yeah.
Very anti-Paul Rudd right there.
I'm really interested in these Budweiser cans in front of you too. By the way, they're like the
It's the
American
cans of
flag,
liberty.
but not. There's no
It's cans
stars.
of liberty. By the way, we're gonna have to blur this out right now that we have video.
Or just sponsor us, Budweiser.
Hey,
And
Budweiser, the official beer of the half-hour happy hour with Alison and Alex. Budweiser. Pound BID. The B stands for Budweiser.
Budweiser
In
digestion.
Yeah, there you
Yeah, that's great. Pound BID. Budweiser indigestion. Half-hour happy hour. So great.
Like, it's in
And
digestion.
digesting.
Yeah.
No,
In
because I
digesting.
consumed it, and it's in the
Yeah. All right. We should probably wrap this shit up. Hey, thank you guys all so much for coming out and
Thank
seeing the
you.
show at
Guys,
Comic
thank you
Con.
all. This is awesome. Please keep listening. Please keep sharing. Please
Yes.
keep liking it.
Yes.
We've literally done no promotion for this podcast
At
beyond
all.
our Twitter account. So it's
Yes.
it's amazing to us that so many people come out and support.
And email us.
that
Fans
for us?
at or no at half fans. Fuck.
Half-hour happy hour fans at gmail.com.
That's right. And also follow us on Twitter at Half Hour Happy Hour. That is it for our Comic Con live show.
Half-hour happy HR. Half-hour happy
she's got
HR.
it. She's our PR person.
All right, cool.
Hey, that's it for our live Comic Con edition. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip.
That's Tom Kravsky. Look, I'm pointing. You can
You're
see
totally
it if you're watching
pointing
the
at
video.
Yes.
That's what I do.
Yes.
We will see you next week.
Yep. Thank you guys so
Kisses.
much.
And thank you, Nerdist.
Oh,
And,
yeah. Thank you,
Geek and
Nerdist, for
Sundry.
letting us record
Yeah.
here.
Love you guys.